Many of you responded to our request for questions, and we greatly appreciate it. So we've got an opportunity to answer some questions that you put in. So we'll get right to it. Our first question that we had was, what can be expected when our warriors step off the airplane as they return from their deployment? And we thought about this quite a bit. We've got all our agencies together. And what you can expect is that when our warriors come off of the airplane, and in particular, I'll talk about the AEF and maintenance package. When they come off the airplane, they're going to immediately be greeted by family members. After you get a chance to get reacquainted, we're going to start the reprocessing or in-processing immediately. There's reasons why we're doing this. First one is because all of the orders are based on when people actually sign in back here at home. So the orders will terminate, and the next phase, which would be the reconstitution phase of the deployment, begins when our warriors sign in back here at Gowan. So we have to make sure that happens immediately upon their return. If we mess it up, then we mess up the next phase of benefits that occur after a deployment. So we've got to do that immediately. The other thing we have to do is we have to make sure all the medical questionnaires are filled out properly. So if any of our airmen have had issues during their deployment, that we address those immediately and we get that machine going. So that's what you can expect. It's going to be about, at the worst case, I think about 2 to 3 hours for the in-processing. At best case, it'll be shorter than that. But I promise you, everyone is dedicated to ensuring that we get everybody off the airplane, a quick reintroduction with you as their families, and then as fast as we can, we're going to get them through the in-processing line and make sure that all that paperwork is done correctly. So when will you find out what time members arrive? That was our second question, another good one. So in the next 3 weeks is when we expect that we'll get the main body for the AEF and maintenance to return back. We'll also get our first wave of RCP deployers that went out about that same time. So when those folks come in about 3 weeks, we'll find out. Your commanders soon will send you an email with details on the actual date and time as we get closer. But right now, we don't know those specifics. Because of the airlift process, they can change. So we also have our RCP folks that are going to redeploy all the way through probably to the end of February of next year. So while we're going to spend the next couple weeks talking about the main body for our AEF package, please remember that we're redeploying RCP all the way through February to the end of February of 2017. So it's going to be a long process. The next question that we have is another good one, is will our warriors have to stay and in process even if we arrive in the middle of the night? And the answer to that is yes. So again, going back to what I mentioned earlier, the sooner that we can in-process folks and get that paperwork complete, then they're able to go on their reconstitution and the leave that they are entitled to for the length of their deployment. What we would have to do if we didn't in-process them is the very next day we'd have to bring everybody back to Gowan. And for the number of people that we're talking about, that we know we're going to miss some folks. So it's in your best interest and in our airmen's best interest to in-process them as soon as they get back on the field here at Gowan. Will there be a place, is another question, for family and kids to hang out while the loved one's in process? And absolutely. Our family support program manager is doing a phenomenal job of making sure that we have an area. I think we're going to have a bouncy house, we'll have refreshments, and there'll be a specific place just for kids. The entire hangar that we're going to open up will be available for family members to mingle, spend time with loved ones while they in process. Our airmen that come in process will also have the opportunity to in process at a station, come back out, and back and forth to where the families are. So we're going to do everything we can to make this as quick and as painless as possible. And finally, I got a great question from Austin, who has been following our Facebook page. And Austin, we sure appreciate it. And he asked, is Idaho a nice place to fly? A nice state to fly in? And Austin, without a doubt, Idaho is the best place in the entire United States to fly in. I can fly down the south of the Snake, and it's high desert. I can go down to 100 feet in my A-10 and fly as fast as I can and as low as 100 feet. And then I can turn around and go up north, and I can fly up in the beautiful mountains and the amazing terrain that we have there. So Idaho features the best place in the entire country, I think, for a fighter pilot to fly in. So thanks for your questions. Please keep them coming, and then we'll continue this as much as we can. Please engage your commanders and your chiefs and your organizations for your immediate questions. But by all means, if you have any concerns, Chief Ladley and I'd be more than happy to handle those. So thanks for your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys here in about 3 weeks.